Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So how about we start with some daily hot topics, even pet peeves, which may or may not be discussed in the show, but if we don't get them tonight, we'll get them tomorrow. First up, I am still totally peeved about the Biden cave-in to Vladimir Putin on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline that Trumpers like myself stopped for a couple of years. Biden has caved in. And almost worse, they say they'll sanction Russia if Russia weaponizes the use of the pipeline. Well, of course Putin is going to weaponize it. That's why he's Putin. That's why we're not supposed to love him. Got it? Sanctioning him after he builds the pipeline is kind of like going after the horses after the barn door's already open, or trying to put the toothpaste back into the tube. Know what I mean? Can't do it. There's a paper tiger quality to all this that's very troubling. As Team Biden hands Putin the keys to European dominance, I'm going to be peeved about this for a good long time. Just saying, we'll have to discuss it during the show. We're going to hit it again tomorrow, too. This is a major, major problem and mistake. Another hot topic in breaking news, the distinguished House member from California, Ms. Maxine Waters. She is now proposing a race-based down payment program for home purchases. This coming after Democratic proposals for race-based small business assistance in the COVID Relief Act, which, by the way, was rejected by a couple of federal courts. Now, my pal Steve Miller's coming on in just a few moments. I'm sure he's going to have something to say about this. Of course, this is critical race theory run wild. It's the way to end discrimination in housing or anyplace else. Wait for it. To discriminate. Okay, we're going to end discrimination by discriminating. It's not enough for that crowd that we stand at the starting line with equal opportunities. Waters and her ilk want to use discrimination to somehow guarantee that we'll all be equal at the finish line. Trouble is, this violates the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, probably about 5,000 laws, and will be overturned, as we've seen in other Biden race-based initiatives. Now, here's some more. Building on his immense success regarding immigration control and border policies, Team Biden and his progressive allies in Congress want to defund ICE. That's right, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. Defund it. I guess this is the analog to defunding the police. And I guess this new ICE idea to defund is going to be just about as popular as defunding the police has been. But I don't want to spoil it for Steve Miller, so I'm just going to stop right there and let him carry the ball. Meanwhile, interestingly, polls are starting to show that voters regard inflation as a bigger problem than unemployment. Mr. Biden's response is to spend another $4 trillion, right? I can hardly keep a straight face. High inflation, let's spend more. Got it? Okay, blow up the spending. This is something only Ivy League economists could come up with. Oh, just kidding, that was a joke. But speaking of inflation, in today's existing home sales report for June, the median price increase over the past 12 months came to 23.4%. Think that's enough inflation? Another thing cooking. Well, Fed Chair Jay Powell's term is up next year, and there's a lot of speculation about his reappointment or not reappointment. Now, I happen to think Jay's done a good job. But if he wants to tamp down the inflation bulge, he's going to have to start tamping down the Fed's portfolio purchases and stop putting so much excess cash into the economy, which really is causing the inflation problem in the first place. But then, if he does that, a.k.a. doing the right thing, he might not be reappointed by an administration that basically believes in modern monetary theory. What's that? Well, it's federal spending on a 24/7 basis, federal borrowing on a 24/7 basis, financed by a constant flow of free money provided by the central bank. Go woke, go broke. Doesn't work for me. I don't think it works for Jay Powell. And therein lies his potential reappointment problem for next year. Go figure.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.